Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Today we've got a Tournament Desert game. This is a few years old, so we're actually on the original Tournament Desert with cars, and we've got Dackel versus KaRRo. But the interesting thing here is that I don't actually know which player is which, because it was played several years ago. I don't actually know. It was obviously a Clan Wars match. I don't know actually who played under which name. I'm tempted to say that KaRRo is this guy who's PI Torerro in the orange, because he normally plays orange, but I'm not 100%, so I'm just gonna call him Torerro and Island for the rest of this game, because I'm not actually 100% sure. So we've got Island in the south with the GLA Demolition. In the north, already sold his command center. We've also got PI Torerro. In fact, what we'll do as we go through this game, I'll actually try and predict who is who. Yeah, because I'm actually not 100% sure. But by the placement of this barracks, that is like seriously old school and a little bit odd, so I'm gonna say maybe that is Dackel, but I'm not 100% sure. You can tell obviously we're on the Tournament Desert, the old one, because the cars there really imbalanced and not really fair to have the cars on it. That's why the normal Tournament Desert nowadays does not have any cars on there. Is that gonna get taken out? That's gonna have to probably be cancelled, which will leave Ireland with no map control whatsoever. Torerro taking control of the center. He's also got a flank on the right with a tunnel there, and a worker on the left is going to scout over here as well. So it's just going to run straight into the base. It's a little bit, I'm going to say a little bit weird, but yeah, it's more of a weird build order from Ireland, I think, because now he's not got any control of the center. He doesn't have any control anywhere. It does stop that worker on 98% though on the tunnel. It's actually not so bad there. Denied the worker on the left-hand side as well. So actually, Torerro maybe sending his workers just a little bit too far forward. Maybe that's just a little bit of an overstep. Like if that worker built a tunnel back here, and if that worker built a tunnel just slightly back here, he would have had control and a big change. Actually, that tunnel does get up, and there's a technical here as well. And that worker's been stopped. So a bit of back and forth straight away here. Tech Terror does take out. Just take out one of the techs. Did he force fire his own tech? Not 100% sure. Does run away now with that tentacle. Now runs back out, but there is a terrorist here. Is going to take out that worker. Worker goes flying into the air. And this tentacle probably going to go down as well. But another terror tech from UK Ireland. Just based on that superior micro, I'm going to say that probably is Dackel in the south. And I think I am right with KaRRo being in the orange. But just apart from that, barracks is a little bit weird. But maybe that was back in the day, because as I said before, this is a few days, sorry, not a few days, a few years old. So yeah, maybe like this, more of a central barracks was more standard back then. Nowadays, people build it a little bit further back. RPG remains for Torerro. Just in case I got the names wrong, I'm not actually going to call them KaRRo and Dackel, because that'll confuse some people who actually do know who these players are. But yeah, I think that Torerro is KaRRo. Just based on that, what I saw popping the terrorists outside of the text, pretty difficult to do and requires super micro. And Dackel is known for his super micro, so I'm gonna guess that it is him. Technical coming back in. This tunnel is gonna get complete, just like the other one, on a very low percentage. But the worker does get stopped. Oh no, it doesn't get stopped. The technical is a little bit too slow to the party, and actually there's some big aggression now from Torerro, and this tunnel is now in danger. There are a few quads already back here, but no reaction from them just yet, and the arms dealer is now in danger actually. So it's going to need to be a big push back here, and actually these units cannot retreat. These units are stuck here to fight. With these RPGs and with this tech, maybe they can take it out. Is that another terror tech? It's never a terror tech, but it does fail, but it does distract the fire. And enough for these quads to now come in. Tech RPG, very decent. Takes out that tentacle. There's another terror tech. I mean, how many terror techs does this guy have? Seems to have loads and loads of terror techs. This tentacle is gonna escape now. That's just the tech RPG. It does have one scrap though. And this tunnel on the right side is still not complete. Palace going down for Ireland. Very fast Palace. I would like to see a tunnel established here and at least an RPG inside of there. I think that Palace might be a bit early in my opinion. Looks like he's preparing another terror tech with the terrorists remaining. There is a rebel going to the left, and it does have the capture upgrade already, which actually seems maybe he was upgrading it while all that fight was going on. But yeah, he should have the oil pretty soon. Torerro in the meanwhile does have his oil already on the right side. Worker going to get stopped building a demo trap. Doesn't want to cancel that. I think he gets, yeah, he'll get his $200 back. And there's another terror attack on Scorpions this time, but the terrorists actually inside of there do run over the demo terrorists. No explosion. Quads RPG should be able to clear this up. That tech does escape very, very narrowly. Yeah, these Scorpions alone will do good damage against these quads, but the RPGs will just wreck them. So Ireland doing a good job of holding on. He is a little bit short of workers on his second supply and his main supply. Maybe pushing a little bit too far forward with this now because he is losing some stuff. He lost one quad, but he did kill one Scorp, so it's not too bad. I still would like to see a tunnel here. He has got the money for it. He's got 5k. Both players quick palace, actually. But I think you could say Torerro is still ahead. He has control of the middle. He's got an extra supply in the middle, and he's got control of this flank as well. And there's no tunnel there, so you would imagine that Torerro at this point has a big, big advantage. Technical coming in, being annoying, just picking off the occasional unit. Technical will have spotted the palace. Oh, he's going to terror attack the palace. Will that kill it? That's interesting. Kills it down to the hole. But the interesting thing is he gets the XP for that. So I can't remember what he was on before, but he would have got like 100 or 200 XP for that. So that's a good kill, and also stops him building any. Oh, it's actually stopped him building the demolition upgrade, and he's got bikes ready. So that was no doubt upgrading. I reckon it was upgrading, but it has been stopped for the time being. Torerro behind this is dropping down his first black market. So yeah, the North player, Orange, is definitely ahead. This worker's on a bit of a mission. Imagine maybe building a tunnel here. A little bit wishful thinking there. Don't even think it was going back there. I think it was literally trying to go back here. These tunnels, they keep finishing on like 1% for Torerro. He's just determined to finish these tunnels, but every time he does, there's already units there to take it down like 90% HP. So, yeah, another supply dropped down for Torerro now. That's 4 supplies for Torerro. And another tunnel being dropped down for Torerro in the same place. He always likes to do the tunnel right in the face of the opponent. Never wants to do it far back. He always wants to get as much map control as possible. Always dropping it down right in front of the enemy. I think it's a risk-reward thing. If you do a tunnel right outside the enemy's base, then you've gained all of that map control behind you is pretty much safe. Whereas the safer way to do it would be to build like one tunnel, build another tunnel, then build another tunnel, and gradually take the map control. But the benefit is if you want to take a load of map control in one go, just build a tunnel right out the front. Toxin Trats are going to try and take out this bunker, but there is a quad there. Scrapped a vetted quad, getting taken out very, very quick. Beacon has been placed by UK Ireland for the demo trap, but has not spotted it. Not spotted it completely because the damage from the RPG is not killing it. Sometimes the beacon is more annoying because I don't think you can click fully on the beacon. I don't think you can attack. I don't think you can force fire the beacon, so maybe that's hindering his. Sometimes it can hinder it a little bit. Maybe you want to do it like a little bit back, so you know just in front of the beacon is where to shoot. First battle bus out now, and the Jarman inside of that battle bus kills the other Jarman, but then everything inside of it goes down itself due to the sheer number of quads that Ireland has out. Loads and loads of demo bikes out already. There's 4, 5, 6 demo bikes with the upgrade now. 2 beacons for 2 demo traps. Decently placed demo traps because that will prevent Ireland from pushing anytime soon there unless he gets a radar van out. First black market being dropped down for Ireland. Does not have the fortified structure upgrade. He's been floating like 5k for a long period of time. I mean, last time I looked at that, it was 5k, and then just now it's 5k. But he does drop down another market. The markets is definitely the way to go, the way this game is going. But I would like to see him, like, at least try and TNT. Yeah, these supplies like that. Because the longer the opponent has 2 extra supplies in the middle, is two extra supplies that you don't have. Absolutely massive. That supply does go down. It's a big investment, though, because a lot of bikes just used there. It was like 4 or 5 bikes or something. The supply's only worth 1,500, so... But he does get the kill, just get the XP. Big push on the right-hand side. And the buggies are probably going to go down. Actually, is the Jarman going to go down as well? Demo trap set off, and actually Demo trap does really well. That takes out the second bike. I think the first bike was dead anyway. The quad taken out now by the Scorpions. There was Jarman killed. Does he want to press I on that and just detonate the Jarman? It would have killed 2 buses then. Jarman now moving out of the way. Jarman does go down anyway. So I think actually pressing I would have paid off. It would have killed 2 buses. And he lost the Jarman anyway. But either way, still caused some damage. Command Center now being dropped down by Island. And another Black Market. Scudstorm going down for Torerro. So I think we're going to be going in for a long game. Don't know if I said it before, but this is one of the most upvoted replays online. So generally, those kind of replays go long and epic. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. I don't know just how long, but I'm expecting at least some of the late game. And in a GLA mirror, you can expect there's going to be some kind of late game where the players are pretty evenly matched. Nice angry mobs there from UK Ireland. How many does he have? Is that 3? The thing I hate about angry mobs is when they all just get stuck like that. And like, you can even just walk across the map and some of them trail behind. And actually the ones that behind just die. And then your angry mob just loses HP for no reason because some people just some of the guys in there just randomly die. They do have the AK-47 upgrade, which is a massive DPS boost. DPS means damage per second. I don't know if it's like, is it like 50% or 100% extra damage or something? I mean, the angry mob causes loads of damage anyway. He killed the demo trap finally. Angry mob causes loads of damage anyway, but with the AK-47s, they literally just wreck everything. Definitely a worthwhile upgrade getting. Sometimes I do forget to get it, but it's worth 1,000 and you upgrade it from the palace. Black markets building in the back of the base. Another demo trap going down for Torerro. Considering he likes to do them kind of aggressive tunnels, he could have actually built probably a couple maybe out here, trying to get closer to enemy base, because this has been a wide open space for a very, very long time. Demo Rebel Ambush kills a few angry mobs, but I'm not sure actually killed a lot. Demo Rebel Ambush behind now. So Demo Rebel Ambush war. But they weren't that great, really. I mean, killing 3 buggies and killing a couple of angry mobs, they're not great. Usually you wait for the enemy to pop and you use it straight away on the tunnel and just kill the entire tunnel, and you can kill so much. You can kill like 8. Obviously 8 vehicles can pop out of the tunnel. Usually just wipe out everything. There can be buses and there can be Jarman and everything inside of there. So still cause some damage though. Angry mob's now getting taken out by Jarman, but I think Jarman's going to go down. He's very, very low. He's going to force fight the ground with a bike and does kill it. Very, very nice. From Ireland. Angry mobs are back in action, and this supply is going to go down so fast. Kills the supply. Demo bike taken out. Needs to remove them beacons. They're kind of annoying. I don't think I can delete them in the replay. Nah, I can't. Angry mob is going to take out the bunker. The bunker will also go down very, very fast. These angry mobs are so, so powerful. The only thing is you just get a couple of quads out. The enemy gets a couple of quads out, and the angry mobs go down so quick. And the thing about moving around mountains and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, they're getting vetted up now. I think if they get to vet 2, they will heal and regen. I don't think they regen without vet 2. Black market does go down, and buggy's going down as well. But actually, I think those buggies were suicided on purpose. He literally drove the buggy in and exploded it with the demolition upgrade. Jarman is having a field day here, just literally killing all the angry mobs. It's like a sniper shooting the zombies as they're coming at him, but there's so many zombies. They're just literally charging the tunnel down. Jarman runs back into the tunnel to hide, but yeah, Torerro is getting pushed back a lot on this left-hand side. It's the first major blow, I think, losing all of that control after the amazing start he's had. Pretty much all of the map control throughout the center, at least. But the Scudstorm is going to fire in 1 minute. Command Center now being built. I think, is that a bit late? I think it's a bit late because he would have been 3-star for a while. Oh, actually, sorry, it's not late, is it? Because he's just lost a Command Center there. Blind me. Tunnel being attacked on the right by 2 buggies. Angry mob of his own, actually. Torerro. Jarman does need to take out that worker, because if the worker gets there, presses the I key on the worker, it will detonate the buggies. This angry mob here is not going to do a lot by itself, though. These demo traps should work wonders, especially this one here. Really, really well placed. There's loads of demo bikes here, though, for Island. Oh, that demo trap here. That's amazing. After I just said especially that one, it was actually that one that's MVP. One black market does get picked off again. And the angry mob's now coming in. Is this demo trap going to come into play here? Because I have a feeling a load of these angry mobs are going to go flying. If so, there is a battle burst out. Skidstorm is ready to fire. Oh my god, this is going to be mental. Flying angry mobs. All these bodies, just raining bodies. The Skidstorm is about to fire, actually. And I think, actually, if I rotate the camera, we can actually see where this is going to hit. Watch me miss the action now. We can see it over here. So massive damage caused in Island's base. I think he lost several black markers there. Not sure exactly how many. 3 or 4, I think. I think I've just realized that actually the 3 and the 9 actually adjust the camera on the number pad without actually going into the Gen 2 menu. I just realized that. Silly me. I probably should have known that. Rebel ambush. That seems like a really short cooldown, but I think when you're watching the replay, time goes a little bit quicker than when you're actually in the game. So when you're in the game, sometimes with the lag, a game can feel like 10. Well, a game will be 10 minutes, but actually the in-game time or whatever will only be like 7 minutes or whatever. So this bunker, pretty fully loaded. Demo bikes and angry mob here, though, to cause some big damage. Buggies and angry mob versus the angry mob. Loads of bounty money coming in here. And actually, I was about to say there's not that many markets on the field, but actually, how many has Orange got? Like 7, 8 markets ish. 9 with that one. And if we do a count of Island as well, he's got 1, 2, only 2 markets. So Torerro way ahead in terms of markets, but he's also losing markets and losing ground. So yeah, I think Torerro needs to drop down some more tunnels to protect these markets, because it's alright being ahead, but if you're losing these markets, he's also going to give Island more XP points. But Torerro is still ahead in terms of XP. Angry mob is causing so much damage. This is really how to use angry mobs. I just think Torerro hasn't had enough quads out, and maybe we should have got AP ammo, or maybe like 3 or 4 quads inside of these tunnels. Because if the quad just form a line around the angry mob, but before the angry mob can get a shot off, usually they're dead. But if you just send like 1 quad, then the angry mob is going to cause big damage. But there's actually a counter attack here, and an angry mob versus an angry mob. Oh no! What is he doing? Whoa, that was close. Almost lost 5k there. That was insanely close. Skidstorm has now gone down. And these angry mobs are vetted, so the base here is going to take a massive, massive beating. Anthrax has dropped down on top of the angry mob to save them 2 markets. That could have been a massive loss, actually. We're approaching the 20th minute. Supply... this is what I mean. When the quads are at range like this, if you just keep moving them back. Also, you're going to need the Jarman as well. But is the Jarman... the Jarman got wasted. This is all about range. You can't engage the angry mobs close up. You've got to take him at range. So like this, like moving the quads back. As soon as they get close, though, I mean, because it's vetted as well, doesn't help that they cause massive, massive damage. You just need to kill them before they get anywhere near. Tunnel has been dropped down, and there is a demo bike. Imagine seeing that in real life, just a tunnel open up. Like in the road or in the middle of the desert, and a guy with bombs strapped to his chest on a motorbike just charges at things and explodes. It's kind of mental when you think about it. There's this anthrax bomb coming across the map. That's going to cause big damage. And bounty money as well. It only said $16 there, and I'm sure he would have got more money from that. Or maybe it came from... Does it appear by the command center? Because I know when you shoot with the scud, it actually appears by the scud, but... Yeah, I don't know. He seemingly got $16, but I think he should have got more than that. Torerro pushing forward with a angry mob. Again, in this vast open space, it's been pretty much open for the most of the map. Oil does go down with a demo ambush. More demo bites. So it is a low economy game, actually. I was expecting a massive, massive black market spam, but actually the black market count has been kept down on both players. This angry mob still pushing here, but this black market going down. He could have sacrificed that worker to kill the terrorist. But I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, because he can just repair that. As long as he repairs it in time for the next wave of attacks. But this palace is now going to go down. That's the palace that was built right in the beginning of the game, really, really early. It's now going to get taken out. Here's the bounty money coming in. The bike's coming in from the back, and actually the angry mob's going to take a big loss here. He's pressed X. You rarely see that X on the angry mob. Usually I think it kills them, because when they get like stuck out, like in the sides and whatever, they just start running like that and they just die. Yeah, well handled. It's turning into... Is it going to end in like a stalemate or something? Because both players don't have very much. I mean, when you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 markets, or 5 markets, I suppose. I suppose you've got the bounty as well. I mean, that's quite a low economy game. Don't really have much else. Massive pop here from Torerro with the quads. And the battle bus does go down. Does he have AP ammo yet? Yeah, he does. Can hear another sneak attack. That is in the base of Island this time. One quad pops out. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, it's a waste of a quad. Because, I mean, what was that quad really going to achieve? I think he was going to try and stop that bike and then maybe pop the rest of his quads. But, yeah, it didn't work out. He's going to attack down the right-hand side instead. With the AP ammo, he will take these demo bikes out pretty quick as soon as they pop outside of the tunnel. That was a demo ambush, though, and loads of the quads have been taken out. 4 of the quads. But the quads remaining, there's still 4 left, and he's going to get the scrap as well, and one's vetted. Demo bike comes in, takes out 1 more quad. That was a pretty damaged quad anyway. Another demo bike and another quad goes down. I think these quads need to stay together, because you can't just take out the bikes one by one. If you keep together, you can take the bikes out. And quad tried to move back, but I think all of this is going to be cleared up. 1 quad remains. Probably will escape, but the demo bike is coming in. Is that going to hit? The quad does less damage when it's moving, so because he's moving, that quad is going to die. But if he just parked it and put it on guard mode or attack move on the bike, he had a chance of taking out the bike. There's another wave of quads coming in here. From Torerro, going to try and push back Island this time. Demo bike does take out 1 quad again. Another demo bike, take out another quad. And these 4 here are bunched together, so you do not want to let a demo bike get in the middle of those, or they will go down. Here comes the next demo bike, but he's not attack moving. Another quad goes down. If you attack move, they always attack the thing closest. So as soon as demo bike pops out, that becomes the closest thing, because the tunnel's obviously behind it. Quads are moving again, and then more quads go down. I just feel like the quad micro here could be a little bit better. He could stop most of these demo bikes, I think, coming towards him. That is possible. Tunnel on the left does survive. Very, very low HP. There is another angry mob now for Torerro. Checking the rest of his base. He's still got his oil, whereas Islands died ages ago. Demo ambush completely annihilates Island's black markets here. Another sneak attack from Torerro, and more AP ammo quads. Does he want to get the junk repair? He's got 2,500. Anthrax bomb. Oh, that is painful, man. All them quads are just dead. No chance. Really, really decent Anthrax bomb. Not a lot you can do about that unless you can expect it, and unless you know it's coming. Once that drops, I mean, that's game over for that army. Okay, we do a black market count. We've got 1, 2, 3 for Torerro. 4. The black market's worth 1 point. Sorry, the oil's worth 1.6, so he's technically on 5.6, whereas this guy is 1, 2, 3. Torerro's still way ahead, and actually he's had the supplies in the middle as well, so that kind of just shows you how well Ireland is doing given the economic disadvantage that he's at. You could say it's all pretty much down to the cars in the middle, because if that car wasn't taken and stopped that worker in the beginning, it could have ended very different. So that's one of the reasons why cars are removed. Anthrax bomb comes in and the palace was cancelled, so you can rebuild it elsewhere. It wouldn't have killed the palace, but it's killed everything else, all of the workers. That's very painful actually, and Ireland is in a bad situation now. I mean, what has he got? He's got 1, 2, 3 black markets. And okay, he's only against 5, but he's also collecting from the middle. So he's against 5 in a supply. Oh, nice demo trap here from Ireland, and 3 quads do go down. These quads are not having very much luck, are they? More quads pop from Ireland. He does have the bounty going for him, although it didn't seem he got anything there. I think Torerro really smartly pressed the I key. Memorable ambush and the sneak attack. It's not pressing I to detonate this just yet. He's going to pop his quads first. Okay, that's very smart. He's trying to make sure he actually manages to take out the palace, and actually he's going to succeed as well. For that, he's going to get a vetted quad, and he's also under attack back here. But yeah, he's also getting the bounty from all of these kills as well. Arms dealer going down now for Torerro. It was a base trade situation, really, which I did not expect. I thought Ireland was pretty much out, but he actually, just with these few quads, he's doing massive damage with the Demorable Ambush and the sneak. Radar van is taking a lot of damage and now gone. Demobite fails to take out the tunnel from the sneak attack. It will go down now. Not sure if engaging that sneak attack is a good idea, because if he pops his quads now, maybe he could have lost. I mean, he had AP ammo, so I think he could have took that engagement with the Jarman as well. If he just sniped one of the quads and took that engagement, I'm pretty sure he could have wiped all them out. Of course, the only thing you don't know is if Jarman is on the cooldown or not. If he'd already used the snipe ability, maybe that's why. Yeah, with the AP ammo, I probably would have took that engagement. Is that quad going to escape? I think it will, but this one's going to lose its life. Might escape, actually. There's escape. Rebel ambush placed down on top of the quads. Simple as that. Just click and boom. Demo Jarman is going to place their demo charge on UK Ireland's. Well, that is only... Yeah, it's only black market now. This is literally coming down to the last few units and a bit of economy. He's only on 1600, Islanders. They don't look like time demo charges, they look like remote ones, so he's going to remote it. Nice, he's vetted his Jarman up to level 2. Okay, so we now got, what is it, 2 markets versus none? And there's a couple of supplies left. This market will be back, so it will be 2 versus 1 markets. It might actually come down to command center versus command center. Because the general's promotions are the only thing. If you keep the command center alive, because it's got so much HP, and because the general's promotions are so strong, like defensively, like the Demorable Ambush is a really good defensive tool. Anthrax Bomb, really good defensive tool. That's why sometimes it can end in a CC versus CC. Because of the general's promotions are just so strong. Armstead are now taken out by the sneak attack of Ireland. I'm not sure if Torerro's got an answer for this. The only thing I can think of is Demorable Ambush, but I can't remember the last time it was used. Jarman snipes one thing. Want to sell these buildings because these are all just free kills now. They're going to vet up the quads as well, which just makes them harder to kill. You see that one? It's giving them bounty as well. Counter attack here from Torerro. So another base trade situation. The island is just chilling in the middle of the base. Does he want to go back or does he want to just keep attacking? These two quads are going to have to go back for Torerro. They're extremely low. Oh no, that is real painful. Anthrax bomb again. It might not kill all of the quads, but then again, it might actually. I think one quad is going to survive just. But Island has the massive quad advantage now, though. In the main base of Torerro, Jarman Kell does snipe one, so he's picking him off. I think the only thing that can save him is his own Anthrax and Demorable Ambush. He seems to be aware there might be a demo trap there. I think it's because a worker was chilling there. He's spreading his quads out just in case Demorable Ambush does arrive on the top of his army. Torerro's on 2k, so he can drop down another command center. Ah, yeah, but sadly for him, Demorable Ambush is not quite ready. Another quad picked off, and I don't think Island's even got the economy to take back these quads. Like, where's his infantry? Unless he's going to produce things from the barracks or produce workers from the command center. He's producing quads, so he's still got a load of quads out. Command center being dropped down on the right side by Torerro. Jarman takes out another quad, so there's going to be quads scattered all around the map. Tunnel going down, more veterancy and more bounty. A demo bike is out for Island, but is this quad going to take it out? Oh, the demo bike's not looking in the right direction, and neither is the quad, so they're both just chilling next to each other. Quad is now paying attention, and the quad is now going to take out the market. So Island does not have very much left after that market goes down. Every unit counts now because pretty much most of these units cannot be replaced. The only thing they can replace them with is when they get bounty. When they get a few kills, they can build another one. But eventually, the kills are going to run out, and you're only going to be left with killing the CC, which might be defended because CC has loads and loads of HP. Quads are still chilling in the middle. I think Island needs to go back and defend against this quad, because if his CC goes down, that's massive at this point. He's not going to be able to rebuild his CC. I probably would be thinking I need to send it back, unless he's got Demorable Ambush anytime soon. He's sending his quads the long way back. I mean, he could have gone inside of there, but at least he's going to save it anyway. Quad's going right back across the map. One of them is injured anyway. Oh, Demorable Ambush placed down. Ah, man, that's painful. And now this one quad is going to kill the command center, I think. I don't think Torerro... Sorry, I don't think Island has got anything for it. The only thing I can think of is his own Demorable Ambush, but when did he last use that? This work is going to be produced, and the command center is going to be repaired. Sneak attack drop down behind the command center. He's going to try and take out the worker as well. Never sneak attack defensively at the top. Worker just get taken out. Needs to save that quad. That quad is absolutely huge at this point in the game. You cannot lose that. And that quad in the command center is pretty much all he's got. Anthrax bomb coming in from this side. Is he going to drop that on top of his sneak attack as well? Yeah, it is in range, but there's quads coming in from the top now, and Island is going to take out the sneak attack. But that quad's going to die. He needs to get back inside the tunnel. Does get back inside the tunnel just in time. Quads do escape from the Anthrax. So he's on 3 quads. Torerro's on 1 quad. So 3 versus 1, but then you got Demorable Ambush. Torerro has expanded back into the middle with a supply. And I don't know if Island's going to be aware of that. He's not aware because he can't see it. Command center for Torerro now going down. I don't know if he has got Demo Rebel Ambush. I don't think so, because he used it only recently here. The only thing, he's used Anthrax as well. So what has he got? He's got that one quad floating around, which is here killing the other command center. So both command centers going to go down. Worker taken out. This command center, has he got any promotions? Obviously not. Command center does go down, and Island is reduced to just one arms dealer. That's all he's got. So Torerro just needs to kill that one arms dealer. The quads are out of positions. This tunnel might go down to the quad. 1v1 versus a super quad versus the tunnel. The tunnel looks like it's going to go down. He wants to save that quad though, so when these quads do come back, he's going to need to run away. So Island literally has an arms dealer, and Torerro literally has a supply. So we've got an arms dealer versus supply game. And 3 quads versus 1 quad, with various levels of veterancy on all of them. Like, Torerro might be collecting from here. Oh, he's building a command center. So just based on that command center build, I think that means he's going to win the game. Because 3 quads and an arms dealer might be better than 1 quad and a supply, but as soon as that's deployed, just the Demo Rebel Ambush alone will annihilate this army, and if not the Anthrax. So Island's in a very, very tight situation. Let's see if he's able to do anything. He's survived this long with the economic advantage. This advantage has been throughout the game, so I wouldn't be surprised if he can pull something else off. He might try and take out this bunker here, but this beast quad from Torerro is there to defend. Needs to be careful though. It's like a little quad dance. Who's going to come first? But when that command center is going to be built, I think that might be end of game. Maybe. Because the Demo Rebel Ambush, I'm pretty sure, like, it was last used there, I think. It's got to have been a couple of minutes now. What is it, like 2.5 minute cooldown? It's ready now. He's spreading them out. He's anticipating it might be there. If he at least saves, I think that's the strongest one there. Because generally you want to get veterancy, but then no scrap, and that gives you the strongest quad. There's a weird bug in the game where you get scrap and it actually reduces the fire rate if you've got a vetted quad, that is. Sneak attack going to go down, but I mean, Demo Rebel Ambush, if it's not used right now, yeah, it is. Ah, that's painful. Island, this is his last unit. Ah, man. Well, it's not his last unit. He's got a worker, a damage sneak, and an arms dealer. If he sells that, he's dead. He has spent some money, though. Is he building another quad? Some oh, no. He's built a demo bike 550. That's what he's built. Ah, he's going to... Oh, he sold it and building a barracks. The only way he can win now he has to kill them 2 buildings. So unless he makes like loads of rebels and kills all the workers and manages to capture the building and that quad just disappears off the map, I can't see a way he's going to win. But it's almost a stalemate. It would be almost a stalemate if that was a command center instead of a barracks. That would be probably be a stalemate. Actually, it wouldn't be a stalemate. It would be whose command center goes down first. But just because Island does not have a command center, I think he can't win this. This is going to be super, super difficult for him if he does. He's only got a barracks and a worker and a dream. I don't think he knows. I don't think Torerro knows where this barracks is. And Island's got money, but he's not spent it. Worker does go down. Just detonates on the enemy worker. So, I mean, he could build a rebel and try and capture that command center. That's the only thing he can do. But that quad's just going to walk over the map and just deny it. That's all it's going to do. So this quad is still roaming around. I think Ireland knows this is the end. He's producing some stuff. He's making terrorists. To kill a 45 CC, you're talking a lot of terrorists. Well, you saw before the palace went down to 5 demo terrorists. I think that's like, you're probably talking like 13 demo terrorists. The quads here and these poor terrorists aren't going to go down. These poor things. And now the barracks is going to get found and going to go down as well. Another terrorist. Well, why am I calling a terrorist a poor thing? This is a guy with bombs strapped to him and wants to cause death and destruction whilst killing himself in the process. Not really a poor thing, is he really? Barracks is going down. Just needs to be careful of this terrorist, but yeah, that's going to go down. GG, well played to Torerro. I think, like I said, I think that is KaRRo, and I think Dackel is the Ireland guy. I'm not 100%. It could be the other way around, but I'm pretty sure that is the way. So well played to KaRRo if that is KaRRo, or well played to Torerro. Money collected, you see, because Torerro had the middle throughout the whole game. He had them 2 extra supplies, and then he had workers' shoes and still collecting from the middle. So he's collected like, what is that, like 60,000 extra? Not 60, like 50,000 extra. So it just shows you really how well UK Ireland did, because he's destroyed more units. Well, I know units lost is different again, but he's just destroyed more at least. But having collected less, I think he would have had to destroy more, because he has collected less, had to be more efficient. Yeah, units destroyed almost units created almost exactly the same. Buildings lost, or buildings destroyed rather, loads more for Ireland. But I think it's them angry mobs that's caused massive death and destruction. What an absolutely epic replay, super epic demo mirror. Is that the best demo mirror you've ever seen? Possibly it is for me. I think there is another epic game. I think it had KaRRo in it as well. I think it was like Stealth or GLA versus Demo. That was the one against Radix, if you remember that one on Wasteland Warlords, I think that was. But in terms of demo mirrors only, that's one of the best demo mirrors I've ever seen, maybe the best. So if you enjoyed this replay, remember to give it a like and subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this replay. How do you think Ireland could have made little changes and won that? Do you think the terror cars in the beginning made such a massive difference? Let me know your view in the bottom. Right, GG guys, well played, and I'll see you in the next video.